introduce Rob Russell, owner of Integrity Auto Care. Good morning.
Good to be here, Deanna. Very good.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. So talk a little bit about yourself, your background, and what led you to launching Integrity Auto.
Well, actually, this is my second rodeo. My first auto repair shop grew like a wildfire because it was based on honesty and ethics too, but I was way too young. I was not ready for that. And when you're not ready, you're not ready. So I successfully sold it.
Oh, good for you, though.
Yeah, at 35 or so.
And then you sold it when you're 35.
Yep.
Then what'd you do?
I went into real estate because I'm a problem solver and I love to help people. And we all know that there's some landlords that need some examples on what to do. So even during the crash, we specialized in lease options, rent to owns, helping renters. I'm a master technician by heart, no matter what I do. So I'm like, okay, economy's horrible, can't rent a house, can't sell it. I'm going to sell them on lease options. So we helped renters become homeowners.
So you were a real estate agent?
And investor, actually.
Investor?
So
investor.
yes,
got it. Okay.
Real estate problem solver. I like to call myself.
Got it. So how long did you do that?
Wow, like 13, 14 years. Yeah, about that range.
And then here you are. Then take me through the journey of what led you to restarting an auto shop.
Yeah, there was a near-death experience by Christy and I. We both had one back in, it's still emotional, but back in 2012, I had a brain aneurysm that 2 doctors had missed.
Oh, my word.
And that's what gives me the power today is because Tuality Hospital, our own Tuality Hospital, had an awesome doctor, x-ray technician. And, the x-ray technician, this is why I'm so empowered to come back to kids today, said, hey, man, there's something weird, like a dark spot or something. And they checked it out, and it was a ticking time bomb, an aneurysm that could have taken me out. But, Deanna, that was not it. Shortly after that, the week before Thanksgiving, Christy was driving to school. We joked about it was during the winter. Keep in mind, real estate's in the toilet. I'm working 7 days a week to keep it going. It's during the winter. It was back in 2012 in those weird storms, and we got up and the power's out. Oh, we live in the country. It's like, oh, a tree probably fell down, no big deal. And you have to understand that Christy's my rock. She's the school teacher, steady Eddie. I'm the crazy entrepreneur. And she left for work, and about 30 minutes later, she called me up, and she was out of her mind, just crying and upset. And I was like, oh, man, the world's coming to an end if she's upset. A 50-foot oak tree in that windstorm had blown over and totaled her car.
Oh, my word.
So.
And she was in it?
She was in it, yes. She walked away without a scratch.
Wow. Again, not her time.
But now, 4 years later, it's like, wow, that was the best thing that happened to me, honestly.
So you're in business now.
Yes.
You're rocking and rolling. Talk a little bit about sort of what, I know you have really strong values and ethics and that you bring to your business.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that and how that's reflective in your business model.
Yes. I made 3 promises to God right after Chrissy had her episode. I was like, okay, promise number 1, I'll have that shop, ethics, honesty, do it right. Promise number 2, I'll be that guy because I don't think I'd be here without that x-ray guy or the doctor at Tuality. I seriously don't. I'll be that guy that will be the leader with electronics and troubleshooting and things like that. And the third and hardest one, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, was to be a mentor to the kids.
Right, because it is, well, and I think that there's this certain way that, now, like you said, youth, they're sort of raised on technology.
Right.
And they look at sort of the idea of auto repair, and they don't connect those two things. And, once you start really talking, they're diagnosing what is wrong with that car based on, what the technology is telling them. They have to be able to read what the technology is telling them, and then they can fix it, right?
Did you know that today's cars have an average of 30 computers on them?
And
more.
Right. Well, and and at any point in time, at least 2 or 3 are not working the way they should be.
Yes. So I just show the kids that, hey, and they're kind of like falling off a cliff, to be honest with you, when they come out of school. They didn't have go-karts to work on, cars to work on with their dads. I understand people are frustrated about car repair because that was the culture. Hey, you know what, son or daughter, open up the hood. Let's work on the car this weekend.
Right.
So that's kind of missing. And I show the kids that, hey, take off the plastic, take off this, and there's still a motor there.
Right.
Nuts and bolts.
So, Rob, as we wind down, I want to make sure that our listeners know how they can learn more about you, contact Integrity Auto Care, and outreach.
Yes. First of all, the shop's located at 118 Southeast Oak Street, right on the corner of Oak and First, right across from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Right.
So we're pretty easy to find. You can call Brad, my Godsend service writer manager. He's in it for the right reasons, too, at 503-372-5224. Or I like to do some cool social media stuff as well. So you can check us out at Integrity Auto Care, Home and Honest Mechanic.
Rob Russell, thank you, owner of Integrity Auto Care. Truly appreciate you joining us here today on The Business Voice.
Of course, Deanna, this was a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back here on The Business Voice, 1360 KUIK.